Hello YouTube, this is Chuck, and it's Thursday, December 19th, 2024, just about noon, and I'm out here in the trailer, and the wife asked me if I'd come out here and turn the refrigerator on and put the slide out, and we're going to start packing for our trip. We'll be leaving Monday. But I saw old Flapjack's bed down there, and I thought maybe this would be a good time to give you all an update on what his situation is. Now, I've noticed a change in his behavior a few weeks ago, and I've been kind of monitoring it. And initially, I thought he had something medically wrong with him, and because he was acting different. And I've been monitoring it, and I've talked a little bit about it in my community posts. But I come to the conclusion that this is not a medical situation with him. What I think's going on with him is he's starting to show signs of canine dementia, sometimes called doggy dementia, and it's pretty common. Now, Flapjack is a little over 12 years old, and if you look up the average lifespan for a black lab, it's 12.2 years, and he's right there right now. Now, my past two labs that I had, my first one was Jasmine, and Jasmine died at 12, and my second one was Sable, and Sable died at 12, different causes. So Flapjack is kind of right up there. Now, what he's been doing is he's kind of acting like he's a little bit lost. And kind of like what we do when we get up, walk into another room and forget why we went in there. And he's doing that quite a bit. And initially, he doesn't want to do anything. He's very lethargic. And initially, I thought that was because he was in pain or having hip problems or something. And then I thought maybe he ate something he shouldn't, and that he was basically bound up or constipated. But it turns out I don't think any of those things are correct. What I think's going on is I think he's started down the spiral into dementia. And now I could take him to the vet and spend several $100s on having tests done. And at the end, what would end up happening is that the vet would tell me that I had basically two options. And one option would be to spend thousands of dollars more and further treatment. The second option would be to have him put down for a couple $100. I'm not ready to do that. I've done that with my last couple of dogs, and it comes out to be, at some point, it becomes less about the patient and more about the money. And unfortunately, veterinarians seem like they're getting that way. And I don't really trust animal doctors any more than I trust human doctors when it comes to that. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to monitor his situation. I'm going to make him comfortable. He's not in pain. I'm going to give him love and attention. And if I'm correct, what will end up happening is he'll get to the point where at some point he won't recognize my wife and I, or he'll get to the point where he forgets he's housebroken, or he'll go through a personality change and he'll start getting aggressive. And when any of those things happen, I'll deal with it at the time. But for right now, I think I'm just going to try to take care of him as much as possible. As I said, he doesn't appear to be in any pain. He doesn't want to go ride in the truck, but that isn't because he can't get in there. It's because he doesn't realize he needs to. He's never been a real brave dog anyway, and he's starting to show fear of just about everything. He wake up in the middle of the night, and he doesn't remember where he's at, and he starts crying. I've had to start helping him come down the stairs when he goes upstairs because he's afraid of the stairway. Once I put his harness on him and get him pointed down there and help him a little bit and tell him what he needs to do, then he seems to be fine. He'll walk into a room and he'll just sort of stand there and stare, or he'll be near me and he'll just either lay there or stand there and just stare at me. And if you Google doggy dementia, that's all right in there with the symptoms and signs. And I should say it's not symptoms really. And for those of you that may not be familiar, the difference between symptoms and signs is if I have a big red rash on my arm, that's a sign. If it itches, that's a symptom. Nobody knows that but me, but the sign is visible to everybody. And Flapjack is showing quite a few of the signs of doggy dementia. And I'm pretty sure that's what's going on, and I hate it. But what I hate even worse is I hate having to take him to the vet and have him put down. There's just something about paying a veterinarian to kill my dog that just doesn't set right with me. And I probably end up ultimately having to do that. But if indeed, what I'd rather happen is I'd just rather have him go to sleep some night and not wake up. But it's all in the good Lord's plan, and we'll see what the good Lord has in plans for him. So I figured I'd give you that update and let you know what's going on. And it's something that we all have to come with face to face with at some point in time. And so I think that's what's going on right now. So let me tell you to ask you to say a prayer for old Flapjack, and I've even asked the forest people if there's anything they can do for him. And we'll see if anything happens with that. And include him in your prayers, and take care of each other and love each other, and love your fur babies and however much time you got left with them. And until I talk to you again, let me give you one more look at old Flapper's travel bed down there in the trailer floor. We're going to take him with us on this trip, and hope we got some more time left with him. But he does appear to be, I don't know what you say, getting worse. The dementia seems to be getting worse. He hasn't quite got to the point where I think he's circling the drain yet, but that's probably coming. So right now, let me just tell you, peace out.